Time to focus on business. Our business editor Mike Eppel joining us this morning. Mike, the International Monetary Fund is lowering its economic outlook.
Yeah, for this year and next, Ted, and it comes back to oil, as most recently all of the economic projections have, and the IMF actually lowering its prospects for the global economy the most in 3 years, down 0.3%. 3.5% this year, 3.7% or thereabout next year. The IMF's targets, though, for Canada, very interesting, in as much as they've reduced our economic guidance as well. Just 2.3% GDP output this year, 2.1% next year, so heading lower in 2016, not improving. So what does that mean for the Bank of Canada, which sets interest rate policy tomorrow? The BOC expected to reduce economic guidance. And there are some who think that between now and the end of the year, we could actually see a lower interest rate. Remember, last time the Bank of Canada moved on interest rates was way back in September 2010, and at that point, they actually raised the benchmark by 0.25% up to 1%. Some thought maybe at that point they shouldn't have even done that, and in fact, we've struggled along here. So there is actually maneuverability if they choose to do so. The flip side, of course, would be if you signal lower interest rates, does that propel the housing market that much higher, overvalued real estate, and also consumer spending, debt levels. So they've got a bit of a balance to deal with. We've got Delta Airlines in with earnings this morning, and I think I mentioned yesterday about the earnings in from the airline sector coming up this week and how the jet fuel price falling would bolster the bottom line. Delta did better. They're still hedged on some of their contracts, so they're still paying prices from a few months back. But Delta's CEO says if jet fuel stays at these low levels, they're going to save $2 billion this year. Jet fuel, the most expensive basic item line on all of these airlines' balance sheets on a monthly basis. So that's kind of interesting. And we talk about the real estate market and the ebbs and flows, of course. Well, one price point that keeps on going up is out in Vancouver. The figures in for 2014 last year saw 200 properties sell for over $5 million each. It's, again, talk of a bubble, but again, supply-demand ratio, no listings, prices go up. A lot of foreign investment in the Vancouver market as well. We've got gold at a 5-month high this morning. It's almost $1,300 an ounce. Price for oil starting the day below $47 a barrel, coming back to that International Monetary Fund forecast, sapping the strength in the energy markets. Ted, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.